All right, guys, in this quick video, I'm going to be covering the lead to ghost phenomenon and uncovering the most neglected asset in your plumbing business, which is your dormant database and your speed to lead trap, killing your ad ROI, right? So basically, I'll be exploring how a busy front desk prevents you from cashing in on past customers and simultaneously burns expensive new leads. And then I'll be talking about the solution as well as the goal of executing what we call the compounding scaling play to create a self-liquidated marketing engine where pure profit from old customers pays for new high-ticket ad leads. So if we haven't met yet, my name is Sammy. I've been marketing for businesses, including in plumbing and home service space for the past 8 years, generating millions in revenue for my clients. And right now we are successfully wiring an advanced AI voice infrastructure directly into local shops to plug their revenue leaks. So if you want to stop relying on expensive PPC ads to fill your trucks, drop a like on this video, hit subscribe so you don't miss out the next breakdown on scaling your plumbing fleet. So to get straight into it, the phase one, the dormant database. So here, if you run a multi-truck fleet, you have thousands of past customers sitting completely untouched inside ServiceTitan or HouseCall Pro, right? So this is what we see with a lot of these plumbing businesses. They have a lot of these customers who are pretty much just sat there waiting for you to offer them something, right? Because you've offered them a job in the past and they probably had a good experience with you. So it's just a case of going ahead and pretty much contacting them again. But the problem is you fix their leaking sink or flush their drain 2 years ago, right? But your shop hasn't spoken to them since. So there's been a large gap in between when you service them and obviously the present moment, and you haven't really communicated with them. They've probably worked with other plumbing companies as well, and through that, you can imagine that you've lost on a good amount of money. And the reality is that homeowners have zero brand loyalty for home services unless you proactively stay in front of them, right? When their pipes freeze, they go straight back to Google, right? But you are leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars in lifetime value on the table if your competitors goes ahead and scoop them up, right? So again, this is a very important topic that we're talking about here because you obviously invested a lot into your plumbing business. You have a multi-truck fleet and you have worked with these customers in the past, but you're losing out on a ton of revenue. 2 years is a very long time. They would have had a lot of issues, plumbing issues, which you had not provided a solution for actively. So that's a lot of money on the table that's going to your direct competitors. So again, we want to go ahead and fix this as soon as possible. And again, just to add fuel to the fire, insult to injury, the office bottleneck, and the ad spend trap. So with this, your dispatcher is a human being and cannot physically answer two ringing phones or manage your scheduling conflicts simultaneously. So you may be the one who's dispatching, even if you're an owner operator, and you can't physically start to pick up multiple calls, at the same time. So this causes overload, and overflow as well. So again, that needs to be corrected. And then we have the speed to lead problem. The new Facebook leads start rolling in if you are running meta ads, which is highly recommended. And that's what we do at our agency. We help plumbing businesses run meta ads to get high quality, high ticket leads. But if you are doing that by yourself, the problem here is that your dispatcher is still swamped. Nobody calls them within the crucial 5-minute window. So you may be doing very well with getting leads from ads, maybe it's Google or Meta or what have you. But again, your dispatcher is not able to go ahead and communicate and reach out to these leads in time. Again, and once you're not able to do that, they're going to go and talk to other plumbing businesses and basically give their money to them, right? So essentially, the loss is that you are now losing twice. You are ignoring the free money sitting in your CRM, and you are burning expensive ad spend on new leads that go cold before a human can even dial them. So pretty much the takeaway is that relying strictly on a human front desk prevents you from leveraging your past customers and simultaneously destroys the ROI of your marketing, right? If you are even doing marketing at all, which you should be if you want to scale. But if you need help with that, we guarantee 20 booked water heater and sewer drain estimates in 90 days, or you get another 90 days for free. And also, we only charge per job that you get. So click on the link below, book a free implementation call. But let's now talk about how we can solve this particular problem with the CRM and the bottleneck. So this is where the AI and the growth engine comes into play. So how it works is you want to deploy an AI voice agent to solve both bottlenecks. So the bottleneck of the dispatcher and the bottleneck of the speed to lead from the ads or your marketing. You want to have a voice agent, an AI agent, to solve those simultaneously, right? It will act as the ultimate tireless outbound setup, because obviously we know AI can run 24/7 or pretty much seamlessly and perfectly. So once you implement that into your business, you are going to be able to essentially deal with these problems without your extra input, which is invaluable. And on top of that, the reactivation. First, the AI systematically dials your dead ServiceTitan database, having natural friendly conversations to book immediate low ticket jobs, right? Or maintenance jobs, which is going to be very helpful to try and upsell them later, which is what you can do with the meta ads campaigns, which is what we recommend. We recommend to use meta ads and not Google PPC or anything else, because you can use direct targeted local ads to get these high ticket jobs. So with this, you want to launch high converting meta ads. This exact second a homeowner submits a form for a high ticket job, the AI calls them instantly, right? The AI agent that you built will call them instantly. And again, completely bypassing the 5-minute death window, which we talked about in the previous videos. If you haven't watched that, recommend to watch that as well. And the outcome is that whether it's an old customer getting a water heater flush or a brand new Facebook lead with a broken pipe, the AI handles the intake and books them directly onto your calendar, which is ultimately what we want. So this is the best way in 2026 and beyond to go ahead and recover the leads on your customers in your CRM, and also to get new jobs, high ticket jobs, right? Very seamlessly and with a very low cost per book estimate. So this leads to the compound scale play, right? Compound scaling play. You stop choosing between old customers and new traffic. You run a true multi-channel acquisition system that completely eliminates lead waste, right? And again, why are we all doing this? It's because the pure profit generated from your reactivated database essentially pays for your ad spend, right? Your marketing spend, giving you an unlimited self-liquidated marketing budget, right? Which means that every dollar that you're spending, you're able to use that profit that you're getting and put it back into marketing to get more customers, right? And more high ticket jobs, which is ultimately what we want. And it allows you to scale to multi-seven figures very comfortably, because your cost per lead is very low, your cost per book estimate is very low, because you're being very efficient. The AI is going ahead and reaching out to all of the leads and making sure that they are getting onto your calendar in the most efficient way possible, in ways that a human can never do. So this is extremely powerful and something that you definitely want to implement. So in terms of the pipeline, now your trucks stay fully booked year round, with a mix of easy maintenance upsells and high ticket leads. Your office team stops chasing unread text threads and focuses entirely on managing your fleet. So again, now you know that this AI agent is what you want to build, alongside getting them to recover and reactivate old customer leads, as well as having a acquisition system in place that allows you to acquire new leads for high ticket jobs. Now's the time to go ahead and implement that. Now, obviously, we help with that. If you need help, don't completely done for you. You only pay per job. You can go ahead and click on the link in the description below and book a free implementation call where you speak with me directly, and we can talk about how we can build AI agent specific for your plumbing business, as well as manage your meta ads acquisition system to bring in new leads for high ticket jobs. Okay. Now, if you want to watch our other videos, there's a video in the top right hand corner, which you can go ahead and watch. So you can watch that now, and I'll see you there.